G'day scrappers. Well, here I am again. And yeah, it's been a little while since I've scrapped anything out. So today I've got this real old school Zenith Supersport 286E. I recently sold all my vintage laptops and this one was kind of left over. Yeah, one that's rejected. It would have been really cool if it was in good condition. It's pretty broken up, and as you can see, the screen is totally shot. So I thought, oh, why not scrap it out? Because it's got a 286 in it. I want to just check out the CPU, and hopefully it's a little 286, and hopefully it's not board mounted or an IC type of CPU, but doesn't matter. It's been a long time since I've scrapped laptops, actually. So I'll try and work out how to get into it. And yeah, just yeah, see if I can have a little bit of fun. It's a shame I had to sell all my vintage laptops, but I got a pretty good price. Can't complain. And we're all done. So this is all going to be rubbish. This is just going to get sent to eWaste recycling. Like the screen and stuff like that, it's no good to me. So I can get rid of this screen and top part. Yeah, I had old school laptop buyers come over, a few different guys, and yeah, you know, if they were half interested, they would have bought this one, but it was just too far gone for them. And these parts, like the screen, impossible to get. So we just got an old school keyboard here that's really, it's on a board, but there's really nothing to it. It's got all the keys. Okay, so it looks like, so we've got an AMD EEPROM here, and it looks like that might be the CPU. I was hoping it wasn't. There might not be much to this at all. Still got a hard drive and a floppy. So yeah, after the garage clean out and the box openings and all that sort of stuff, I have been slowly listing all the collectibles that I've kept. So I'm starting to sell them, and the sales are going really well. Some things have really surprised me as to how much things sell for. I have got some lowball people come and offer me ridiculously low prices, but I've also got some really fair prices. Like the Silicon Graphics bundle that I had, I sold that to a good buyer that appreciates that kind of stuff. So we just got a hard drive here. Probably real old school hard drive. There we go. Loaded. Cable. So before sending, you know, I'll take off this shield, but before sending it off, can always pinch a couple. Like there's a tiny little Motorola flat pack here, a couple of them. You know, you could pinch them before sending it off to hard drives, you know, just to get a little bit more for goal recovery. And which you know, speaking of gold recovery, there'll be quite a bit of that for sale as well, because I can't see myself recovering gold. I just haven't spent any time learning how to do the gold recovery, and I'm not set up with the equipment anyway. I don't want to do it backyard style because it's just, yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not familiar with it. So, you know, if I could really, you know, hurt myself if I, you know, do the wrong thing. I'm pretty clumsy as it is. So that's actually quite a high grade board with the old school chips, pins. So yeah, it's just, I'll still think about it, like with the easy stuff. Like you got the gold fingers. You know, I've got a decent amount of gold fingers that it will be probably worthwhile. But yeah, I'm just not confident in, you know, processing gold recovery stuff. You know, as I've said to a lot of people, you know, like, you know, I've never had a problem with just stockpiling it, because most people know what the gold recovery stuff is worth. And, well, you know, so we just got a floppy here. Yeah, well, okay, so they're both AMD chips, Zenith data systems. So I'm assuming that, I mean, they're exactly identical, even the part numbers. So are these two the CPUs? I don't see any, maybe underneath. See if I can get rid of this power supply setup. But yeah, so the only problem with the gold recovery stuff is trying to work out what I got and what it's worth to resale, because you know, I've obviously invested a lot of time in you know, and money in CPUs and things like that, because not only have I, you know, stockpiled the CPUs and stuff that I've found over the years, but also the CPUs that people have sold me. Oh, okay, oh, that's more like it. All right, this is just the back. So these EPROMs, they're not even gold ones anyway, so they can stay. Flip it over. Hey, look at that motherboard. Now that's a motherboard, and this is not the CPU. It is an Intel. It's a beautiful gold-legged, gold-capped IC, but the 286 is under there because I know just by the size of it. So that's actually a beautiful motherboard, and it's, considering the condition of the outside of this laptop, this is beautiful and clean. It's shiny. So that's just rubbish, and that's what we want. Off you go. Here's our, what I assume, oh, this is different. Yep, it's Intel, yep, it's the 286 CPU, but it's different to the regular 286s. This one, I don't know, I'm going to look this up, because I reckon this would be quite a collectible little CPU, because it's doesn't have the gold cap on it. It's nothing like the, I don't have one nearby, like the 186 or 286 regular CPUs. And it is an Intel, but it's a interesting little thing. It'll just go as a flat pack. And wow, So, I mean, gold recovery wise, this is the sexy one. It's board mounted. Yeah, so can't just pull it off, but I know it's not board mounted. So there you go. And yeah, so like a cache, or I don't know, but it's a beautiful chip, beautiful gold. And you know, this is one of the most expensive type of CPU when it comes to gold recovery, by the pound or by the kilo. These are where it's at. But yeah, that CPU is very strange. I was expecting just a regular style, but and it's a fantastic board. I mean, it's got some great chips on it, which are actually called chips. But yeah, a beautiful motherboard actually for a laptop. There you go. Wow. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, the old Zenith. What is that again? The Supersport 286. And that's the 286. Yeah, I've got to look up this one because I reckon it's a rare one, in my opinion. But usually I'm wrong anyway. But we'll give it a go. All right. Well, that was quick. I got something else. I got this thing here. Now this is very old school, but it's hard to work out what exactly it is. There's no branding or no serial numbers, but obviously this is where a phone, handset sits on. So people that have seen it said that it's most likely like a receptionist's, old school receptionist telephone system. So yeah, it's got hold and so on. So yeah, but it's very unusual. And yeah, like I said, there's no real brand naming. Anything here, it's got, well, there's something here that went in, and here we've got a ROM pack with exchange. So it's just a looks like quite an amazing card inside. So, you know, because I don't know what it is and I can't sort of identify it in any way, I don't think there's going to be much to it. But since we're here and we just did a quick laptop scrap, I want to open up this ROM pack. This could be the best part of the thing. Who knows? It looks like an interesting board though. Yeah, look at that. All these quite cool EPROMs. Quite an amazing board actually. Obviously a high grade. We'll just see if these EPROMs show gold. Yeah, they do. So definitely gold. So these are the ones you want. Yep. Looks like they're all going to be gold EPROMs. So you'll see a little silicon chip in the middle, but it's around the outside of it. You'll see gold or silver. If it's gold, it's gold. If it's not gold, if it's silver, it could be anything. Could be silver, it could be aluminium, but I doubt they would use aluminium in vintage stuff like that, because silver was like 5 cents a gram. But yeah, so whatever this is, some kind of receptionist telephone system. Because I can't identify it, I'm not going to be able to sell it, and no one's going to want it. So we'll just scrap it. There's a couple of modules there. Oh yeah, there is quite a good looking board in there. Just motors and on a board. So this as a complete thing, I'll probably just put them into like a low grade. Yeah. Let's see if we can get the rest open. Yeah, I wish there was some sort of branding and, you know, that I could, yeah, but definitely a handset here. Two lines maybe. It's just another thing I need to get rid of, and so in this case it's just going to be a matter of scrapping it and then recycling the plastic and so on. Oh, here we go. Okay, all right, so just the top, still no indication of any brand, but it's just a regular, you know, old school keyboard, board, nothing on the boards really. And there you go. So quite a, you know, interesting. It looks like it's a Motorola, so I'd imagine that might be the CPU. Yeah, all it's got is ICL 1984 BB38V4. Yeah, so no idea. Oh well, and that's a pretty fancy looking board. It's actually a high grade old school board. There's a battery on the end here. Get rid of that. And yeah, this is loaded, this part. And but there is a, yeah, like I said, a Motorola IC here, MC 6800. So yeah, there you go. No actual visible gold chips or anything, but I dare say really old school, the chips themselves, this Motorola will probably be good, you know. But you throw them into just IC chips and, you know, people think, oh, it's just an IC chip, you know. But I've got a lot of ICs like this that are Motorola's, IBM, kind of like CPU, but they just look like IC chips in my batch of IC chips. So when I go to sell them, it's going to be hard to sort of define, you know, the value of them, or, you know, explain what's really there, because a lot of my IC chips, I didn't just keep junk. I'd check. So this series of what might be memory chips, I'd take one off, break into it and see if there's gold. If there's gold showing, I'll take them off. If there's no gold, I wouldn't. So a lot of my IC chips are like that. So it's going to be hard to sell. Probably the best way for me would be to go to a toll refiner, but there's not many toll refiners in Australia, in Melbourne in particular, that, you know. And, you know, how does that work out anyway? Because if they're not official toll refiners, they can say anything, you know, and they say, oh, well, I'll take a third. Yeah, but a third of what? What you determine you want to, you know, I don't know. So it's really hard, but I'd love to find a toll refiner in Melbourne. We'll probably talk about it once I bring out all my gold recovery stuff and start talking about all that. Hopefully I find a good toll refiner and we can start off with some things. And I'd like to make videos of how they actually refine them. You know, obviously I want a reasonably safe and, you know, environmentally friendly toll refiner. I don't want just a backyard guy that's going to pour his spent chemicals and stuff down the drain or anything like that. You know, I don't want to be part of that. I want to be part of a proper setup. So we'll just see how we go. But there you go, from a random telephone old school system. Nice. And that was from our Zenith. Mean motherboard for a laptop, I tell you. You know, much better than any PC laptop I've seen in a long time. And we got a bonus. It's like a 8086 kind of CPU. They go as the same thing. Gold cap, gold legs, ceramic, beautiful. And I'll look up this 286. I'll put it in my 286 collection anyway. And yeah, it's a 1982, I think. Yeah, 1982. Oh well, that's it. Quick little scrap. 2 things, so that's just 2 more things out the way, and I'm slowly getting there. Things are getting down. I've still got eWaste. As I've mentioned, I'm not advertising anymore, so yeah, slowing down, just doing regular customers. I'm even getting rid of some regular customers as I pick up from them one more time. You know, I'll say, okay, you know, this one's out the way, it's not a really good one anyway, so I just say, look, you know, I'm getting out of the business, and you know, find someone else. Which is never a problem. There's always people looking for eWaste. But there you go, guys. All right, well, that'll do for now. The next one, I'm not sure what the next video is going to be, but I'll come up with something. Keep scrapping, have fun, and I'll catch you real soon.